gotta get that on video.
Hi, I'm Eric, and this is Zaid, and we're here to ship BrailleBot, a mobile crowdsourced ebook creation for kids with print disabilities. The problem? There are not enough Braille books for the Americans who have print disabilities. There's at least 10 million people in the United States with print disabilities, and yet only 5% of books are in an accessible format. Right now, there's a monopoly, essentially, on this ebook creation. The incumbent solution is to have volunteers work through a library to create these ebooks in a Word document format, send them to them, and then they get to put them, the books they create, in the monopoly holder's library. The library still have to pay for these books when their users download them. Enter BrailleBot, an iOS app that is ready to ship. It enables a single user to create a usable EPUB format accessible book that is flexible and can be created with as little as a 2 megapixel camera. And here you can see the whole program run.
So the idea is that within a couple clicks, a couple taps, you can generate an ebook. And this is unheard of. So in other words, we're demolishing the whole concept of buying an Adobe package to create an ebook, but we're also devastating the marketplace for creating Braille books. And we'll go into a little bit more about it in a second. So BrailleBot, as Eric said, is available now. It'll be in the store within the next day or two. So BrailleBot is based on a technology called the mashupapp app. The mashupapp app is what I developed, and it's a personal database for you to store everything, all the data that's important to you in your entire life. And that's me, opportunity. So we find the folks at the World Economic Forum earlier this year saying that the next gold, the next oil rush is going to be personal data. We see Time Magazine likewise saying this. We say Wall Street Journal says you need to have on your body, for the most part, 25 financial documents. That's your responsibility to your loved ones, your fiduciary responsibilities. A-list investors, you all should be aware of Yuri. He says that curation, that ability to manage the overwhelming flow of information, is the next thing that he only wants to invest in. Of course, A-list, or let's say the Super Angels, Dave McClure also commented saying this is really what we all need to focus on. And we have our local legend, right, on the East Coast. He's also saying that it's always important when you have Twitter-like services and Facebook, you need to have a curation capability within that. A-list blogger Robert Scoble said, hey, it's $1 billion opportunity no one's focused on. The management, the curation of personal data, web-based or the things which are never on the web. This is all based on 10 years of research, the greatest research group in the world, Microsoft Research, recently celebrated 25 years. So they had this project called My Life Bits, based on Bill Gates' comment of information at your fingertips with the 1994 onset of CD-ROMs and Encyclopedia Britannica. So after 10 years and talking about how do you manage a lifetime of memory, mainstream media loved this idea and thought it was really relevant. And they wrote a book called Total Recall, How the E-Memory Revolution Will Change Fundamentally Everything. But they thought this was going to occur in 2021. Luckily, I'm here today to say that I built this actually a few months ago. Enter the mashupapp app. And this allows you to provide you a personal database where you can curate your digital data. Microsoft's grand vision was to curate everything. But I say, no, just the things which are important to you. Web, PDF, image, audio, and such. And you can generate Braille, text-to-speech, all of the hard issues, I've solved them. So this is how you can edit and save a web page, annotations, PDF, 1,000-page document, you can do that. Likewise, location and trip information. And of course, we're fully integrated with AOL MapQuest Maps. And of course, geolocation, geofencing, right? You can do audio, video stuff, all of this type of stuff, and deploy it for kids with disabilities, generate Braille pages, and so on. Thank you very much. Questions?
I was sort of confused. Are you
Yes.
pitching the Braille book or the mashup app?
So what we're saying is that the Braille book is a vertical based on the mashup app. You can download the mashup app and do all of this yourself, or you can take an implementation. You can take an implementation, a vertical like the Braille bot to do that. Likewise, we have verticals which I'm creating for different vendors. Pearson, for example, for their DK travel books. Okay. In fact, we demoed that solution a few weeks ago at the AOL AT&T hackathon, which I went for. So the idea is that empowerment of data. Once you have the data in a personal database, you can generate things. You can generate reports, you can generate ebooks, you can generate anything possible, because I've taken this great research that Microsoft talked about and implemented it, leveraging all of iOS. So we no longer think of apps as single function, simple things, but rather we look at creating an environment that you can use to accomplish any vertical in any market that you want, harnessing iOS for your benefit.
So obviously, you startups need to be pretty focused.
Yeah.
So what vertical here are you trying to go after first? Because obviously, you just kind of covered the globe and addressable markets. Is it the Braille bot specific vertical?
As a courtesy to the Martin Luther King Disability Hackathon last week, I offered to do an implementation to support kids with print disabilities and their parents. And that is to do ebooks, right? Demolish the market and allow every American with a smartphone to edit and author a book which a kid can use.
How does the Braille bit work? So how do we go from ebook to Braille? Braille is writing, that's the stuff with your fingers, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and but it's the audio capability also. So the idea is that, so if you type a caption for a page which was scanned, okay, and then text-to-speech engine will generate audio, and ebooks can, right, speak out. Okay?
Gotcha.
And of course you can deploy this to a web server, a parent in the home can have this. The idea is that once you have the components, the raw components, text-to-speech editor, right, engine, personal database, the ability to generate stuff out, right, all of AI and all of computer science from the 70s, if you can harness that, then, right, in a $10 app which is shipping now, you can get a Braille bot.
EPUB is a format the library uses to print the Braille books and also to use the refreshable Braille.
And that's what Kindle is, that's what iBooks are, that's the $10 billion right, market, which we could just enter just within the last 2 days.
I mean, the mashup app sounds fascinating, and another way to save your information is definitely
Exactly.
a fascinating thing to think
Exactly.
about. Evernote,